G'day folks, finally it's time to go trout fishing. Welcome to my belated trout opening video.
Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing.
Right now, as you'll see, I haven't got straws with me. This trout opening has been an absolute schmozzle. The government has created rules that are super confusing. Some thought they had to stay home, some thought they could go out. But anyway, long story short, I'm out now and I'm going fishing. I'm starting off with the striped tiger nymph in June bug colour. I like these sort of red colours this time of year when there's still a few worms in the system. Let's go see if old June bug can catch me a trout. Right now, excuse me while I'm a little bit puffed. I've been walking for quite a while. I've just had a quick chat to the farmer. He pulled up on his motorbike as I was just preparing to come out. And he's told me, don't waste your time, the creek's stuffed, there's no fish in it. He said last summer's heat just knocked it for 6. Anyway, I'll still give it a crack. Who knows, if I'm lucky I might find a snake or something really cool. Or I might even prove him wrong. This big old tree wasn't there last time I was here. Oh yes, oh, I missed him. Definitely had a follow. I saw the flash and I saw the flash and I felt the strike. You beauty. Farmer was wrong. Farmer was wrong. Does he come back? Here he is. Here he is. Look, he hit it again. I'm going to take the claws off. He's hit it twice. He's hit it twice. I'll take the claws off just to try and make it look a little bit smaller. Just to make it a bit more streamlined. Oh, the little one following it. I can still see him. He's just there. Take it now. Anytime he nudged it. He didn't even bite it properly. I wonder if I need to change colours perhaps. Little one following it. Oh, I'll take it. I've changed colours. That was the first cast. This is the pumpkin seed. It's a striped tiger nymph still, but I've taken the claws off and I've gone to a pumpkin seed. Now this fish followed my June bug twice but then stopped. So I changed to pumpkin seed and he came out and had another go. That might be a good sign. No sign of him this time though. Oh, 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 hit it. A nice trout hit that then. I thought I hooked him then for a second. He just didn't quite hit it hard enough. He wasn't a monster, but he's not a bad fish. Where'd he go? Maybe around a 30cm job. Right, now I've had quite a few follows, but nothing's hitting it hard enough. So now I've changed to my very favourite. This is my absolute favourite soft plastic for trout. It's the striped tiger 1-inch nymph in black and gold colour with the claws removed. And just to help a little bit, I'm going to put some lure scent on just to see if that might entice a strike a bit more. This is the striped tiger trout oil. How nice is that? Isn't it funny, when kookaburras sing out over the top of me like that, I just welcome it. I love it. They're such beautiful birds. When cockies squawk over the top of me while I'm talking, it's usually, shut up you bastards. Righto, striped tiger, black and gold nymph, bit of trout oil, striped tiger trout oil. Hopefully this works. If not, I'll have to change to a different style of lure. Something with hooks at the back. There's an echidna. See him up there? Let's go and say hello. G'day, Spike. Look at him, he had his big long nose out. Then when I came along, he dug his nose into the ground to try and hide. You are beautiful, mate. I love these things. They are so cool. Oh, well, I'll get out of your way because I reckon you're looking for a shearlighter shag. That's that time of the year. Oh, there's one. Oh, nice one. Look at him. Got him. Oh, here he is. got him. Oh, he was a good 35er, maybe even a little bit more. He wanted it too. He was probably more aggressive towards the nymph than any other bloody trout today.
Last one. Last one. Here he is.
He really had a decent go, but I think that last go might have spooked him a bit. Oh, here he is. Look, see him under. He's still in there, but he's wary. Rightio, I've changed to a minnow with hooks at the back. This is a Pontoon 21 Crackjack 48. It was clear once, but it's faded now. I've probably had this lure for 10 years. And I've caught a power of trout on it. Let's see if I can continue that pattern today. Oh, I thought I felt something touching that then. There's a little trout following it, probably only 25 centimetres.
I thought I felt something touching that then.
Rightio, I've tried 3 different coloured striped tiger nymphs. Lots of inquiries, but no hookups. So I went to the Pontoon 21 minnow, a few inquiries and no hookups. So I'm trying something I haven't used for quite a while. The striped tiger micro spoon. It's a tiny little spoon lure with a single sickle hook on the back. I've had a lot of success with these in the past, but I haven't used them for quite a while. Sometimes when the fishing's like this, when they're hitting and following and not hooking up, it just becomes a process of elimination. It's all about cracking the code. Oh, the swipe got him! Finally! Oh, I lost him! No! At least the first trout that found the micro spoon actually hit it, unlike all the others.
Swipe got him! Finally! Oh, I lost him!
It's such a hard game sometimes. Sometimes the fish just aren't biting. That's the best way to put it. I found them, but I'm struggling to hook up. I finally hooked up and he got off. I'm going to leave the micro spoon on for a while. That was encouraging, if nothing else. Something hit that then. Yes, he tapped. And again. He was following, it was only little. I thought something hit it. Gee whiz, very, very, very gentle little taps. They are really not on the bite. Here he comes, look. He's tiny. You see him? Can you see him? Not sure whether you can see him or not. I've got Polaroid sunglasses on, but the camera hasn't.
Here he comes, look. He's tiny. See him? Can you see him?
He was only very small. He'd be lucky to be 15 to 16 centimetres, that trout, I reckon. What else can I try? Well, here's another one. It's a redfin. That's a redfin. A redfin coming out and hitting his spoon.
Well, here's another one. It's a redfin.
Right, everything I use today seems to get follows, but no real decent strikes. I've changed once again to the Tassie blade. This is a bladed spinner by the same mob that make the Tassie Devil lures. Can the spinner catch a fish when nothing else? There was a follow. It's a follow. Take it, take it, take it. Look at the waves. I didn't see the fish. All I saw was the waves. Another fish, another follow. Another non-striker. I think he just swam up past me spinner. Now there's the lures I've tried so far. I haven't tried that. I'm thinking about going back to that one there, which was the second one that I used, and pulling the claws off. Or maybe trying a different coloured spoon, because I had that one really aggressive strike with the spoon. All I had was, I had one fly and he had it on for 5 minutes, but I'm just not feeling it with that today. I had an aggressive strike with that. I had a few follows, but no real strikes. So I reckon it's got to be one of them two. I might go back to a nymph for a while, just because it's natural. They're so wary, and when trout are really wary, quite often a natural presentation is best. And they just don't come more natural than the striped tiger nymph. Probably the only thing I could do different is put on a lighter jig head, but that'll sacrifice casting distance. I'll start with that and see how I go. Oh, got him, finally, yes. Oh, I lost him again. Oh, no. Oh, such a tough day. It's a tough day, but it's a fun day. I've seen one redfin, about 8 or 9 trout, a porcupine, and I've tried about 58 million lures. I've hooked 2 and lost them both.
Oh, got him. Finally, yes. Oh, I lost him again.
I probably should film in 60 frames per second instead of 30 so that I can capture things like that in slow motion, because it can actually be really cool to watch them jump out of the water and shake the lure. I might do that now. I'll flick to 60 frames a second. Oh, that was a touch straight away. Oh, got him. Oh. Oh. He hit it twice, and come on, take it this time. If you don't get it this time, you won't take it at all. Go on, he swiped it, he opened his mouth and he had a go, and oh my God. Rightio folks, I'm changing tactics. I'm still staying with the striped tiger nymph. I think this is the copper berry colour. It was already on there, so I'm going to leave it there. But I'm going to the smallest jig head they've got, which I think is 1/32 of an ounce, in the hope that a slower jig head might enable the fish to engulf the hook a little bit better. Let's just see if that works. Certainly getting more inquiries on the nymph than anything, but still no hookups. Oh, I had a strike. So close. Come back. Wasn't very big. It's only a little fishy. Probably lucky to be 20 centimetres long, I reckon. I saw him, but you probably won't. Got him. Yes, I've got a bit of grass. Imagine how excited I'm going to be when I finally do hook a fish. Got him. Now, can I land one? Right. Don't you dare even think about getting off, mister. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. I've done it. A quick pick. A quick pick. I have done it. It's not a fishless trick. That is a lovely little brown trout. See ya, buddy. Off he goes. Yes, 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 yes. Massive fist pumps. I'm on the board. After so many follows and so many hookups and so many lost fish, I am on the board. Oh, I've got to tell you, I am having an absolutely wonderful day, but the fishing has been tough. But it is so good to be back out here in the bush, doing what I love the most. This is my zen zone. Ah. Thank you to the fishing guides. Welcome to trout season 2020. Right, I just stopped to change GoPro batteries and I've made a little change. Same jig head, the 1/32 of an ounce, but I've gone back to the pumpkin seed colour. When I was using the bigger jig head, this was the colour that was drawing out the most fish. So this colour saw the most action. So I've got the best colour with the best size jig head. So hopefully I'm now in with the best chance that I've had all day. Nice cast, Roberto. Oh, there was a bloody fish grabbed it straight away. And again. He said, and again, got him. Yes. He grabbed it as soon as I started bloody reeling it in. I put my phone in my backpack so that I can walk in deeper water. Anyway, I'll hold him up for the video anyway. A little bit bigger than the last one. Finally, I think I've sort of cracked the code a bit. It's all about cracking the code when you're trout fishing. Look at that, lovely brown trout. Whoops, oh shit. Sorry, mate. Well, he's swum away. Just not the way I intended him to swim away. Don't go that way. I finally cracked the code. Pumpkin seed nymph is the colour. The small jig head with the 1/32 ounce. 1/32 ounce jig head and pumpkin seed striped tiger nymph. I've tried numerous different colours and combinations, and I reckon this is the best one today. And I reckon I could have done a much better job of releasing that fish too, just quietly. Here we go, folks. This is the exact metrics. I've just lost my soft plastic on a snag, so I've got to get another one. That's a size 4 hook, 1/32 ounce jig head. Size 4 hook, 1/32 ounce jig head. I see a few rings down there then. either something fell onto the water or it was trout rising, which means it could be a feeding trout, and I've missed it by about 6 feet. The wind sprung up just as I made that cast, I think. There's a few more rings again. Oh, shit. What did I do then? Right, try again. That's in the zone. There he goes. I can see bow waves. I've spooked him, I think. Oh, there he comes. He's after it. Did you see that? What a commotion. Oh, big swirl. No, he won't take it now. Look at him following. Look at the waves. Must be a reasonable sized fish. I didn't touch that then. I did get a touch. I can see the swirl out there in the middle. He's following it. Look, look, look. Look. There he goes. See him going through the light there. There's a trout rose. There's a fish feeding up there on that point. I can't cast that far with this tiny little soft plastic. I don't know whether to walk around there. I'd rather cast them in from back here, but I don't want to send my bow wave up through the creek either. My choices are, do I go up there and risk being silhouetted, or do I sneak up from back here and risk spooking the fish with my bow waves? Is it far enough? That's about where he rose. The fish rose there about a minute ago. Oh, that's a big fish. Geez, I hope he takes my nymph. I think that's quite a decent sized fish. Oops, stuffed the cast up a bit. You never know though. He might see it and come after it if I'm really lucky. Nice cast of Robert. Got him! Yes! Oh, he was a big fish. He was a big fish. The first big fish I've seen today, and I lost him. He even started stripping a bit of drag. You might have just heard the little... before he got off. Oh, bugger. I knew he was there. I was watching him feed. And then I couldn't believe it when he hit it. I thought, you beauty. But I felt too much weight. He ain't coming back. Got him. Yes. As soon as it hit the water. Ha ha. Yeah, we ought to. As soon as it hit the water. I hadn't even put half a turn of my reel in there then. And he said, bang. Mate, you're a ripper. I think he might be the biggest one today. He'd be nudging 30 centimetres, this one. Come on, buddy, I'll just get you out. You're hooked in the mouth. One good thing about the striped tiger nymphs, they always hook them in the mouth. All right, see you, buddy. Off he goes. Happy as 10 trout. I just cast it in, and I went flip, bang, and he was on. Instantaneous hookup. It's like spontaneous combustion, but it's spontaneous trout hookup. I just saw a rise and then a fish swim into the back of this next hole here. Hopefully that lands upstream of him and he comes and has a go. He might have swum up a bit too quick for me. Oh, there's a little rise right there. Here he comes. This is a bird. Oh, got him! Yes, that was tiny, look. Smallest one today. Here we go, folks. Lovely little brown, tiny little fish. See ya, mate. Off he goes. Off like a bride's nightie. Got him. Another one. 2 in the one spot. That's the first time today. And equally as small. Just so you know, this stream does not get stocked. These are all natural recruiting fish. And it is so good to see some smaller fish in the system. See you later, buddy. Excellent to see. I had to work for a few hours this morning, and by the time I knocked off work and then packed my fishing gear and got going, I had about 2,500 steps on my watch. I've now got 15,500. So I've walked 13,000 steps, which is the equivalent of around 10 kilometres. I've walked around about 10 kilometres fishing today, And then I'm going to walk back on a straight line, which will be much easier, but it's still going to be a good 3 or 4 kilometre walk back to the car. Excellent exercise. I've caught a few fish, but I've worked very hard for them. I've caught a few fish, but they haven't come easy. Rightio folks, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and then hopefully I'll see you in my next video.